am beyond excited. We know how...
At the time, they didn't know that much about me, but they were like, we wonder if she actually loves makeup, and I think much to their surprise, like, you know, I was like a beauty insider before, like for years, so I was already like on board, and so they were like, you know, let's do the 4 most perfect shades of red lipstick, and I was like, oh my god, 4? That's crazy! I thought I was just gonna make 1, you know. And then fast forward to now, I mean, our SKU's just gotten so out of hand, and I don't know, every day is a gift, because I think a lot of people are like, is this like a dream come true? But to be honest, like, if you would have asked me this when I was like a kid, like running around barefoot in Mexico, like I would have never even imagined that I'd be like sitting here talking with you and hanging out with you guys and stuff. So it's not a dream come true. This is like beyond that. So every day is I don't even like using like hashtag blessed, but I really do feel lucky in that sense, and I guess more a sense of gratitude more than anything. So yeah, did I even answer the question?
You definitely did. Musician, makeup brand owner, business owner, tattooist, artist on so many different levels, media stars, you know, how do you find the time to balance it all?
Well, I haven't owned a television in almost 2 decades, that's 19 years or so. I mean, I watch movies and stuff, but yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know. I'm so neurotic about stuff. Like, if you come to my house, you would probably get a better understanding about like how my process is. Like,
Did you just invite us all over?
Yeah, fuck this show. Let's go to my house.
That's the party in LA for Fashion Week.
No, but I mean, I feel, you know, to be honest, I feel like most people maybe like would be like, wow, this house is so cool or so neat looking, but after a while they get bored because I don't have much technology. It's like, you know, my living room has like pianos and stuff, and like just ghetto ones. I'm not like all fancy, like I got 20 pianos. I just have instruments, and then my like art room has just a bunch of pencil and papers and stuff like that. And I'm just constantly creating, like, you know, my garden. I garden a lot and stuff, and so I think like just I'm completely imbalanced, you know. I think which makes for a good artist, I guess, but like I don't have that much of a social life. Like everything is really structured, and I work really well with that. So it's like even before coming here, like I was working on this like cat art show thing I'm doing or whatever. But yeah, so I just think it's for me. I live and breathe creating, and that's who I'm madly in love with, and I always have been. So yeah, I guess that's how I do it. And it's like, but nowadays, yeah, like
the lunatic fringe.
Yeah, like, oh, it's a phase or whatever. Like, no, mom, like I'm getting my face tattooed. But no, but you know, like the artistry, the form of art that it truly is. I mean, it is groundbreaking, and it's evolving, and it's becoming something bigger than I think we can all expect. And so I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. I'm on there a lot, and I like see when I get tagged and stuff, and I just see like these like creative minds that aren't even like pros, you know, they're just like girls and guys that are figuring shit out and expressing themselves through this. And like my phone is probably prominently cat photos and then screenshots of people, and like, and it's because, you know, they inspire me probably more than I inspire them. So yeah, you know, so if I didn't have such a good eyelash day today, I'd probably be crying about like the ugly crying, however you called it, about you know, the girls from the school you mentioned. Yeah,
I love it.
So send them my love.
I will. They're probably here in the audience right now. When we're talking about inspiration, you're talking about kind of icons. Who are some of the people that you looked up to or that inspired you to kind of find your own aesthetic, your signature style?
I don't know, I don't have any heroes. I mean, that's like probably one of my weaknesses. I don't really have that. I have people I admire, of course, you know, like I love Mila Nurmi, who's like vampire and stuff, and like I always like envied her eyebrows and shit. But I think growing up it was more like based on emotion. Like I would listen to like Susie and the Banshees or like, you know, whatever, different punk rock music and stuff, and it evoked a certain feeling of being an outsider. And I think makeup is truly a reflection of what's inside. I mean, it's like how we dress or how we do our hair or whatever. I mean, it says a lot about maybe what you're feeling inside, or, you know, how you see the world. So that was my inspiration. You know, I just remember I didn't wear like a cat eye because I knew how to, or saw, it just felt right, you know, and it's like almost instinctual. When I got my hands on my first eyeliner, I just fucking dragged that shit out. I just haven't looked back since.
Those were my friends in high school, the girls hiding in the bathroom lighting their eyeliners on fire.
Yeah, totally.
And now it's like, it's funny because like those moments that you're talking about for me, like being on set with a Joan Jett or an Amy Winehouse, and it was like, oh my God, this is what I've been born, I was bred to do this. Like, I remember that liner from high school.
Crushed, you know? But then I see this guy, and he like, was like, Cat, and I didn't know Jared at the time, but he was like, oh, I'm so glad you're here, the makeup world needs you, and he's like, you know, I own Too Faced, and I'm like, oh my God, and I like pull out, like I had this, the candelabra, like compact thing, I was like, I love you, or whatever. We've just always been friends since, he's just always super supportive, and so I felt like, that in this industry, as you guys might know, it happens not even within brands, but just within your friends and stuff. People have a really hard time being happy for each other. Like, I love it when my friends' bands like get big. I think it's fucking awesome. And I like if my friends become successful, like, or if I can bring them up with me, like that's so cool. There shouldn't be this like sense of like competition or, you know, I'm better than this person or whatever. Because I think that's counterproductive and really like consuming to the mind and especially the creative side of it. So I think it's kind of rare, and when we sat down and talked about it, I was just like, man, this is exciting because this is a message that's like bigger than lipstick and eyeshadow, you know, and like creating something with a brand that has that same mentality is, I think it's rare to find, to be honest, and nobody's ever done it before, which is kind of a shame. Like, dude, come on, you guys, like catch up. We're all in the same boat. So, so that is more inspiring to me so much than like saying, hey, here's an insert famous person here, and then like, let's see how many units we can sell. Like, I'd rather just make something cool and like, that's a little bit more, I guess, I'm emotionally connected to it, if that makes any sense. So.
I think it makes sense because you're an artist. That's what I say. Another question before we kind of start introducing Eric and bringing him to the stage. Tell us a little bit about your everyday makeup application, kind of your process of getting ready.
I'm constantly testing out formulas that are coming out, so somebody's like, what color are you wearing? And I'm just like, I don't fucking remember right now. But I usually it doesn't take me that long, actually. Just, if I have like a good eyelash day, or like, then it's way fast, but if I fuck it up and start all over, it's a little frustrating, but yeah, I don't know, just probably the same as everyone else. Like.
Can you talk to us a little bit about artistry? What does makeup artistry mean to you?
Well, I mean, I think I touched a little bit on that, or a lot on that earlier. I think, like I said, it's a very exciting time for makeup artists. Just especially seeing like, I don't know, all these creative forces in one room. It's just, I'm gonna be like a total hippie now, but it's really good to feel that energy, you know. And I don't know. To me, artistry in general is my lifeline. I think there's been plenty of times where, you know, times get tough and you feel like, what's the fucking point of any of this? And then there's always just this little light of creativity that's waiting for me, and that comes obviously in the form of makeup and in other ways too. But yeah, so I think artistry to me is a lifeline of some sort. And hopefully it's the same to you guys.